academic endeavors globally through promotions, support, and recognition to pursue excellence and academic success. He is currently an assistant professor of STEM education at Texas Tech University. Guns up. Faculty, staff, and students have recognized Dr. Childs as a visionary and collaborative leader. He has a student-centered focus and believes in a teamwork approach of achieving common goals and improving student academic success. Previously, he has taught in urban public schools in urban public school settings as a mathematics teacher at the secondary level. As a speaker, Dr. Childs is not a motivator. I'm gonna say that again. Dr. Childs is not a motivator. Dr. Childs does not believe in motivating one to do something that they really do not care about. Instead, he desires to inspire one to relentlessly go after their goals and dreams. So not a motivator, but he's inspirational. He seeks to help one find their passion and their purpose. His messages have been deemed life-changing. He is known for his mantra, live life to the fullest. You only get one. Dr. Childs has a strong penchant for working with youth and using education as a basis for his messages. As Malcolm X stated, education is the passport to the future. He strives to create an academic achievement-driven culture and wants to ensure all youth achieve the unachievable. He has the unique ability to connect with youth from diverse backgrounds and provide them with practical pathways to success. Dr. Childs married to LaQuisha Childs, and they have two daughters, Kyla and Kendall. I present to you our speaker for this afternoon, Dr. Kristopher J. Childs.
Thank you. Greetings, everyone. First, let's give all the nominees a hand one more time. I would like to thank Delta Sigma Theta for this opportunity to speak to the youth today. I want everybody to take one moment. I want you to close your eyes. So everyone close their eyes. As you close your eyes, I want you to think about something. I want you to think about a dream or a goal you want to achieve. Keep them closed. It can be a big dream, it can be a small dream, but just something that you want to do or something that you want out of life. As you think about this goal, you think about this dream, I want you to think about why do you want to achieve it. So take a moment, keep your eyes closed, think about the goal, think about the dream, and then think about why do you want to achieve it. All right, open. I'm going to tell you two stories today about two different individuals. The first individual I'm going to tell you about is Derek Redmond. Derek Redmond was an Olympic sprinter. He was from Britain. In 1988, Derek Redmond was getting ready to run the 400-meter race. His goal in life was to win this race to get a gold medal at the Olympics. Right before the race started, he got an injury. He couldn't compete in the 1988 Olympics. His life dream was put on hold. Then in 1992 at Barcelona, he had another chance to run this race. The arena was full, over 65,000 people were screaming. And it was like, this is my moment. I spent my whole life trying to become an Olympic gold medal finisher. So how many people have ever been to a track meet? I see the track on TV, perfect. So you know when you're at a track meet, right before it starts, it gets real quiet. And you see the sprinters doing their little dances, jumping around, getting into the mindset right before they get ready to take off and hear that gun. So Derek in 1992 was getting ready for that gun. He had gotten his runner stance. It got real quiet, so it was real quiet. He had got down. The entire 65,000 people in Barcelona, you could hear a pencil drop. It was that quiet. So he got down, waiting for the gun to shoot out. He's thinking in his mind, I waited my whole life. This is my moment. I'm about to win this race. I'm about to bring home the gold. So it gets quiet. He gets down. And you hear, pop! The gun goes off. So Derek takes off running. And the 400 meter is one lap around the track. And that first lap, you all know it's a curve in it. And in that curve, he's running, and he's like neck and neck with everybody. You can't really see who's winning, but he's doing very well. The announcer's saying, look at Derek Redmond, he's come back from an injury. So he's running around the curve. As he comes out from the curve, he's on that back stretch, the straightaway. This is where you can really tell who's winning the race and who's losing the race. So as they come out the curve, Derek is in second place, right behind the leader. So he sees his sight on that finish line. He's about to win his gold medal. So as he's running, he's giving it all he has. Pop! He grabs his leg. He said it felt like a gunshot. He had pulled his hamstring. So he took 2 more steps, and then Derek falls to the ground. All the runners kept going. You can see tears streaming down Derek's face. Everything that he hoped for, everything that he had dreamed in one moment, it was ending. The other runners were starting to finish. But Derek thought back to, yes, he wanted to win the gold, but more importantly, he wanted to finish. He had to finish. So Derek slowly got up. The race is now over. Everyone else had completed. They were done running off the track. He started limping. Tears streaming down his face. The Olympic officials, it's over. Derek's saying, no, I gotta finish. I gotta finish. He keeps limping. He falls down a little bit more, and then his dad comes out from the stands to help him along the way. Because sometimes in life, you just need a little bit of help to get to the finish line. So as he gets to that finish line, him and his dad, everyone is saying he lost. But I say Derek won. Because Derek was able to finish what he had started. You have to have that never give up attitude. Think about that goal or that dream you pictured in your mind. What is it going to take to get there? How bad do you really want to get it? He could have laid down on that ground and gave up and just let it go. But he wanted it so bad. He was risking ridicule because people laughed at, why is his dad out there? Why is he limping? But he had to make himself proud. And you have to look in the mirror every day and make yourself proud. I want you to be a finisher. That's the story of Derek Redmond. Then let me tell you a story about James. I used to teach high school. I taught 9th grade mathematics. James was 18 years old in a 9th grade math class. James should have been a senior or graduating. But the thing about James, he had told me one day he was going to drop out. But James would still come to class every single day. James would sit in the very back of the class, had his hat on, and just chill every day. But he would come. So every day I would say, hey James, I got a math problem for you. Not today, teach. You know I don't do math. All right, the next day James comes. James, want to do this? Not today, teach. I only got a couple more days. You know I'm dropping out. I said everything I thought I could to help James. Then one day, James came to class. He sat there. He looked around. He got up. He walked out. James left. James quit. He gave up. He never came back to school. You see, James and Derek are 2 different people with 2 different mindsets. One had a finisher mindset. I'm going to finish what I started. The other had a quitter's mentality. I'm just going to take the easy way out and give up. So as you think about that goal or your dream that you pictured earlier, we're going to talk about 3 things that's going to take you to achieve it. The first thing is you got to educate yourself. What knowledge or what do you need to obtain that goal or dream? Do you need to read a book? Do you need to find a mentor? Do you need to take additional classes? Do you need more money? How are you going to get it? So think about how you're going to educate yourself to get to it. The second thing you need to do is to take action. You see, Derek educated himself because he studied what did it take to be an Olympic sprinter? What do I need to eat? How hard do I need to train? James, on the other hand, he didn't educate himself on possibly getting a GED and just finishing school. So as we think about step 2 with the action, what action steps do you need to take to get to your goal or dream? What are you going to have to do? Are you going to have to be like Derek if you want to run track? You're going to have to wake up early. You're going to have to eat the right foods. You're going to have to train hard. What is it going to take? Write out a plan of action when you get home. These are the steps that I need to take to get to my goal or my dream. All James had to do was go to his guidance counselor and say, hey, I'm 18 in a 9th grade class. I'm going to drop out. Can you help me? What do I need to do? So the first thing is to educate yourself. The second thing is to take action. The third thing is to hold yourself accountable. The Olympic sprinter Derek, every day that he worked out, he wrote down in his journal how the day went, what was good, what was bad, what was his running times. He held himself accountable because he wanted to get better. James didn't hold himself accountable. For your goal or your dream, what are you going to put in place to make sure you get to it? And it could be someone coming around to help you, to encourage you, or it could be you writing a plan of action. By this date, I want to accomplish this. It's 3 simple things. Educate yourself, take action, and then hold yourself accountable. Because it boils down to this. Thomas Edison said, our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is to try one more time. So think about what you're trying to accomplish. In life, there are ups and there are downs. Some days you're going to be like Derek, you're going to cry. You're going to feel like giving up. But sometimes if you wake up one more day, the next day is where the breakthrough is at. Sometimes if you just read one more page in that book, that's the answer to your problem. Some days you just literally need to take one more step forward and it's going to happen for you, or open one more door. You have to have that never give up mentality and think about the value of a life. As they said in my bio, you only get one. So what is the value of a life? In my pocket to demonstrate the value of the life, I bring my good friend Benjamin. Benjamin is a $100 bill. How many people would like this Benjamin right now? Okay. Couple hands not going up. I'm assuming you don't want Benjamin. So why would you want, who raised your hand? Did you raise your hand? Why would you want this?
Help me out.
He said to help him out, to need more money. How many people can agree with that one? To help you out? Now, we have Benjamin, nice, crisp $100 bill. What if I did this to Benjamin? So now, this $100 bill is crumbled up. How many people still want this $100 bill? A lot of people still want this $100 bill. So why do you still want this crumbled up $100 bill? It's still useful? And how much is it worth still? It's still a $100 bill. So now, this $100 bill started off nice, crisp, now it's crumbled. Now, I'm going to toss it back, okay? Okay. Toss it. So, we've tossed this $100 bill. Toss it back. Toss it one more time. You ready? Now, this $100 bill has been tossed around and crumbled up. How many people still want this $100 bill? Wow, okay, let me try something else. So we've crumbled the $100 bill. We've tossed the $100 bill around. My shoes have been outside in the mud. So I'm gonna stomp on this $100 bill. Now, this crumbled, tossed around $100 bill, who still wants it? Why do you want it? She says it still has a value of $100. But the thing about this $100 bill, it's a copy. You can literally man print these and have another $100 bill. The man can print another one and give you another $100 bill. He can give you another $100 bill. But here's the punchline to that. It's just money. It's just paper. And I've thrown it around and you still want it. So look at yourself. Think about your life and what you've been through. You're way more valuable than this $100 bill. Some of you have had some rough lives. Some lives have been crumbled. Some have been tossed around. Some have been stepped on, spit on. But your life is way more than this $100 bill. So don't let anyone take your value. Don't let anyone tell you you're not worthy. Because you wanted just this $100 bill, which literally the bank prints them, has them all day long. But the thing about you, you're not a copy. There's only one you. You're a special person, no matter what anyone tells you. Man made this $100 bill. Man can take this $100 bill. But God made you. And the only person that can take you is God. But he said he was going to keep you throughout all the days of your life. So think about your value and think about being a finisher and not being a quitter. What I do every single day, I talk to the KC fan club. That's the Kristopher Child's fan club. I have to give him a pep talk every morning that I wake up. And you're going to do something that I do every single morning. So how many people have a cell phone with them? Perfect. Pull out your cell phone. Pull out your cell phone. Put it in selfie mode. If you're over 40, you don't know what selfie mode is. That's when you look at the camera and it's facing you. So stand up for me. Stand up for me. If you don't have a phone, stand beside somebody with a phone. We're going to do something. What you have to do every single day is hype yourself up. So as you look at your phone, actually put it in record mode if you can. Put it in record mode. I'm going to give you something so every day you wake up, you can give yourself a pep talk. We ready? Everybody see themselves? All right, repeat after me. I look good today. I look real good today. Nothing in life can stop me. I'm going to attain my goals and my dreams. No matter what, I'm going to attain my goals and my dreams. I am a finisher. I refuse to be a quitter. I understand. If I fail, it's just my first attempt in learning. Because understand, all I do is win. I ain't hear you. All I do is what? Say it one more time. All I do is what? I'm a winner. Not a quitter. All I do is win. And what do you do with your hands? I know your hands go what? Come on, do it with me now. And you do what? And they do what? And they do what? Because all you do is what? Win, 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 win. You may be seated. I want to leave you with this. No matter what you're going through in life, whether it's good or bad, no matter right now if you're rich or poor in this room, right now we're all in this room together. Everybody comes from different walks of life, but at this very moment we're all here together. I want you to always know all you do is win. Anything that you want to do in life, you can do. The goal or dream that you thought about earlier is going to come to fruition. You just have to work hard, and I promise you it will help. And if there's anything that I can personally do to help you get to your goal or your dream, contact me on social media at drkchilds, on every social media platform. But I'm authentic when I say that because you have to work together to get to the end. Earlier, as we showed the demonstration, I want to thank Kamal for assisting me. Derek's father came out and helped him. A lot of times we don't want to call on for help, but that help can get you to that finish line. Continue to the youth doing great things. Continue succeeding. Do not let anyone stop you. The education is the passport to the future. I will stand here today and tell you, Education changed my life for the better. It's opened every single door that I need open, and it's opening doors I never dreamed of would ever be open. So stay in school, do what you need to do, listen to your parents or guardians. They only want the best for you, and they're going to push you to get the best for you. And that's what it's all about. Thank you all for your time today.